Okay. Video number 27. This one's all about foreclosure. Okay. Let's get into it. So foreclosure is a very funny thing. When you foreclose on a property, the mortgage company actually files a 1099-A, which is the thing we just went over. They get the entire property paid out of your Social Security account, and then they have your Social Security SESTA-KV trust account, and then they have you kicked out of your home. Okay. Now, the way that this actually works is based off of abandonment laws. Now, again, the 1099-A form is acquisition or abandonment of secured property, right? That's why it makes me wonder if this wasn't like a whole fucking massive scam all the way from the beginning, designed to be like this, to just collect up people's properties. I don't know. Maybe not. I have no idea. But the way that it actually works is different than what you think, right? So this works off of abandonment laws. That's the way a foreclosure actually works. So the way it works is you pay off your entire house during a foreclosure in cash from your SESTA-KV account. Then you willingly leave thinking that you need to, and then the mortgage company repossesses your home under abandonment laws. So you don't leave your home because of foreclosure. You leave your home and then it's considered abandoned, and then they repossess it. So what can you do? Once you have the foreclosure and they file the 1099, the house is fully paid off. At that point, you can just stay in your home. Now, will the sheriff come? Probably. But you can just stay in your house. If the sheriff throws you out and locks the door, you simply say, "All right, sheriff, you got me." I mean, it's the sheriff. So remember, he's de jure. Might not understand, but he's probably a cool dude. If the sheriff throws you out, just simply go right back in again. Now, you can be arrested, but it's okay because they can only hold you for contempt. So the way that works is each state is different. Each state has different rules, but they are limited, and you can only be held in contempt 2 or 3 times for maybe 10 days each, depending on the state. This is just an example. It varies from state to state, but how many times and for how long each time they can hold you for contempt is based off of your state, right? So this is just an example. Let's say it's 10 days per shot, and they can only give you 3 shots of contempt, right? You get thrown in jail for 10 days, you go back to your home. Then you get thrown in jail again for 10 days. Then you go back to your home. Then the sheriff comes back and says, "God damn it," blah, 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 and throws you in jail the 3rd time for 10 days, and then you go back home again. Now, at that point, after the 3rd time that you get busted for contempt and you go back to your home, your house is now paid off, free and clear, and you own your house. The nightmare is over, and you're good to go for life. So you can also file your own 1099-A to pay off your home as well if you want. You can learn that from Christopher Hauser, like I taught you in the last video. This is the way mortgage companies work. Mortgage plus, as we said earlier, mortgages don't even exist. So you can also walk, if you'd rather not go down the 1099-A, you can go down the conditional acceptance and prove to me that there was equal consideration given on this loan, because there wasn't, which makes the whole contract dissolve instantly, right? So it's a little bit strange. So basically, like, you're in the home and they're not in the home, and there's this contract that states that if you don't pay off the home, they get to take the home back, right? But when you dissolve the contract, there's no longer any contract. So everything that you signed is now gone. But who's physically in the home? You are. Possession is like 9/10 of the law. So the way it works is that after that point, they can't really do anything. They can't repossess the home. They can't kick you out. That's the way you can do it. You can conditionally accept under the grounds of it was never a contract to begin with, and they actually got you to sign under fraud. So that's basically how you can just dissolve your mortgage. Just snap your fingers and your mortgage disappears, right? Now, does that mean they're not going to fight with you and do all sorts of crazy ass shit? No, but I'm telling you, it's a battle that is not very difficult to win if you want to put up the fight. It's really not. I know plenty of people who have done this successfully. Now, is it stressful? Is it something that goes on for a while? Yeah, but if you're losing out and you don't know how to pay your bill, your mortgage, and you want to keep your home, I mean, you got nothing to lose. So this is what you can do. You can do a 1099A in the conditional acceptance to actually pay it off, or you can just do a 1099, or you can do a 1099A conditional acceptance that says, like, if you don't want to accept my 1099A, or if you want to give me a hard time, then you have to prove to me that you gave equal consideration, blah, blah, blah. You can hit them from multiple angles too. It's not like you just can only hit them from one angle. You can hit them from as many angles as you can. If you want to keep your home, just hit them from 9,000 different directions. Now, the reason why I don't have any qualms telling you guys any of this information is because, 80 years ago, 90 years ago, nobody had mortgages on their home. And now the banks own goddamn fucking everything. And they own goddamn fucking everything because of fraud. So it's a oppressive system. Now, does that mean you can be a dick and tear apart loan officers and people who don't fucking understand what's going on? No. But does that mean that you have to be a slave of fraud and get bent over and lubed up your asshole to make sure you get railed by people who are committing fraud? No, it doesn't. So keep in mind, the whole point of me teaching you this is because, again, if the whole system burned to the ground, then the banks wouldn't own everything and people would just own houses and it would be kind of chaotic, but it's better than the crazy criminal system we have now where the banks own everything through fraud. They own everything through fraud. That's ridiculous. That's illegal. That's so criminal. So criminal what they do. They make people pay, and then they make the Cesta KV accounts pay, and then they it's crazy. You pay the whole house off immediately when you sign the documentation. Then now you're paying for 35 years at some interest rate on top of that. And then if you don't pay, they take the house back and repossess it and turn around and sell it to the next fucking idiot. And then that person pays for the whole thing up front, again, with 1099A form. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable what they do with all this shit. It's just the most criminal thing you can ever possibly imagine. So do I have qualms teaching people how to get out of their mortgages and get their mortgages to dissolve to the ground? Fuck, man. Not one bit, man. You go for it. You go for it. Another thing that happens is if you notice when you get a mortgage, they offload the loan to somebody else within maybe 30 days of having your loan. They sell the full loan at 60% or some huge discount. Now, why would they do that? That's because they filed a 1099A form right away, and the house is fully paid out of your Cesta KV trust account, which is your money. Then they sell the loan for 60%, and then the new company takes over the payments and the interest, hoping that you default on it at some point so they can take it back and then restart the whole process again, right? Your house is fully paid off the moment you sign the mortgage documents and you didn't even know it. Then the debt portion is a double charge on the home, and you paying is tacit consent that you agree to the terms. Fraud vitiates everything from its inception, so this is a massive fraudulent situation. All mortgages are illegal and do not exist at all from their inception. You can simply send it in another 1099A form and satisfy the second loan, but then you have technically paid twice for your property. The better choice is just to pay off the entire home with the 1099A form up front so you aren't double paying for it, or just conditionally accept and challenge them to prove the various points that we've gone over in this video to make sure that the mortgage is real. That's it. This one's simple. I'm going to keep it short. So that's it for video number 27. I will see you guys at video number 28.